For most of modern history, controlling the sky meant controlling the war. If your aircraft could fly higher, see farther, and strike first, victory usually followed. Ground forces moved freely. Ships operated without fear. Enemies stayed on the defensive. According to U.S. Air Force doctrine, air superiority was the foundation of every major American military operation. For decades, the United States lived in that reality. American fighter jets set the global standard. They were faster, stealthier, and better connected than anything else in the air. Air dominance was not debated, it was assumed, as described in multiple U.S. Air Force strategy reviews after the Cold War. But that assumption began to break. Modern wars no longer start in the air. According to recent U.S. Air Force assessments, aircraft are now tracked by long-range radar, targeted by missiles launched from hundreds or even thousands of kilometers away, and threatened before they ever reach the battlefield. Air bases, tankers, and command aircraft can be attacked early, sometimes without warning. Old ideas about air combat are no longer reliable. Speed alone does not keep pilots safe. Stealth alone does not guarantee survival. And fighting as a single aircraft is no longer realistic, a problem repeatedly acknowledged in U.S. defense planning documents. For the first time in generations, American military planners had to accept a difficult truth. Air dominance was no longer guaranteed. And when that dominance is threatened, silence ends and new weapons are born. In this video, we will talk about the F-47, America's next-generation fighter jet, why it was developed, and how it could change air warfare forever. The world catches up. The change did not happen overnight. It happened quietly, year by year. China invested heavily in modern air power. According to Defense News reporting and U.S. military analysis, it focused on stealth aircraft, long-range missiles, and layered air defense systems. The goal was not to match the United States everywhere, but to challenge it in specific regions. Over time, that gap began to close. Russia followed a different path. As noted by Western defense analysts, it focused on speed, altitude, and interception. Its aircraft were designed to target support planes like tankers and command aircraft far from the front line. These aircraft are essential, and once lost, they are difficult to replace. Together, these approaches exposed a weakness in traditional fighters. Many were built for a world where the United States gained full control of the air early in a conflict, a concept U.S. defense officials now openly question. Fighters now face threats before they even reach the battlefield. They depend on support systems that can be detected and targeted, and they are expected to operate in environments that punish mistakes immediately, according to Allied Air Force studies on modern combat. The pressure is real, the timeline is tight, and the cost of getting it wrong is high. America did not need a slightly better jet, it needed a new way to fight. A program without a name. After the United States realized that traditional fighters were no longer enough, the Pentagon quietly began working on something entirely new. According to U.S. defense officials, this was not just an upgrade of existing jets, but a program designed to create the next generation of air dominance. The program was called NGAD, or Next Generation Air Dominance. From the very beginning, it was shrouded in secrecy. There were no public photos, no official prototypes shown, and no flashy announcements like those for the F-35 or F-22. According to Defense News reports, even contractors were limited in what they could reveal, and most details remained classified. The focus was clear. The Pentagon wanted a system that could operate in a world where traditional advantages no longer guaranteed survival. It was not simply about building a faster jet or one with better stealth. According to the U.S. Air Force, it was about creating an entirely new approach to controlling the skies, a platform that could adapt, survive, and coordinate with other advanced systems. This approach created an aura of mystery. Analysts and the public were left guessing what capabilities the program might include, but everyone agreed that it was something beyond any previous fighter. This wasn't about building a fighter, it was about building dominance itself. Enter the F-47. From this secretive program emerged a clear focus, a new manned aircraft that could act as the central hub for the entire system. This aircraft became known as the F-47, the first visible result of NGAD's ambitious goals. Why a manned aircraft still mattered was an important question. According to the U.S. Air Force, while drones and autonomous systems could handle many tasks, human pilots were still critical for decision-making in complex, high-pressure situations. The F-47 would serve as the command node, coordinating drones, sensors, and other aircraft in real time. The aircraft was designed to replace the aging F-22, which had dominated air superiority for decades, not the F-35, which was focused on multi-role operations, including ground attack. Defense analysts noted that the F-47 was built for a different kind of mission: long-range air dominance in environments where threats were constantly evolving. Its role brought clarity and control to U.S. strategy. The F-47 was not just another jet, it was the centerpiece of a system that combined human skill with advanced technology to stay ahead of adversaries. But the jet was only the beginning. Not a jet, a network. By the time the F-47 was ready to take shape, military planners realized that a single aircraft could no longer guarantee control of the skies. According to U.S. Air Force briefings, the future battlefield had become invisible. Threats could come from hundreds of kilometers away, and every move was monitored by sensors and satellites. The solution was to think in terms of a system of systems. The F-47 would not operate alone, it would act as the central hub in a network that included drones, satellites, and ground-based sensors. Information from all these sources would be fused together in real time, giving commanders a complete picture of the battlefield. Decisions could be made faster than any enemy could react, and coordination across hundreds of assets would become possible. In this approach, the speed of decision became more important than the speed of the aircraft itself. Knowing where the enemy is, predicting their actions, and responding in seconds could outweigh any advantage of a faster jet. According to Defense News analysis, this was a fundamental shift in air combat strategy, turning the battlefield into a virtual environment controlled by information rather than just aircraft. And no pilot could manage this alone. The rise of AI wingmen. To operate within this network, the F-47 would rely heavily on loyal wingman drones. According to U.S. Air Force statements, these drones were designed to act as extensions of the pilot, performing reconnaissance, carrying weapons, or drawing enemy fire away from manned aircraft. The use of drones allowed risk to be removed from human pilots. Dangerous missions could now be handled by autonomous or semi-autonomous systems, keeping the pilot safe while still maintaining control over critical decisions. AI provided guidance, coordination, and threat assessment, but human judgment remained at the center of every operation. This was AI assistance, not replacement. The F-47 pilot could direct multiple drones simultaneously, using them as tools to extend reach and effectiveness. According to defense experts, this setup allowed unprecedented flexibility. A single pilot could effectively lead a small fleet of aircraft and drones in complex environments. The combination of manned aircraft and AI-driven wingmen created both fascination and unease. In future wars, the first aircraft to be seen may already be too late. Designed to survive, not show off. By the time the F-47 reached its design stage, it became clear that traditional dogfights were no longer the central goal of air combat. According to U.S. Air Force briefings, modern aerial engagements were more likely to be long-range and missile-heavy, with threats appearing from beyond visual range. This meant that pilots needed aircraft designed to survive first and impress second. The F-47's design reflects an extreme stealth philosophy. Every surface, every angle, and even the engine exhaust were engineered to reduce detection by radar. According to defense experts, this stealth goes beyond what was achieved in the F-22, incorporating new materials, adaptive coatings, and shaping designed for the next generation of enemy sensors. Another critical factor was the focus on long-range engagements. The F-47 is expected to operate in vast theaters, including the Pacific, where distances between friendly forces and targets can be thousands of kilometers. This required not only fuel efficiency and extended range, but also integrated sensor networks that allow the pilot to detect threats far beyond the horizon. The battlefield itself is changing. Modern skies are missile-heavy, with long-range surface-to-air and air-to-air missiles posing constant danger. According to military analysis, a jet that cannot evade or detect these threats early will not survive, regardless of speed or maneuverability. The F-47 is designed to combine stealth, sensors, and advanced countermeasures to increase survivability above all else. But building something like this comes at a price. The cost of dominance. Power and survivability come with significant trade-offs. Each F-47 comes with a high per-unit cost, far exceeding any previous fighter jet in U.S. inventory, according to Defense News and military budgeting reports. This is not just due to advanced engines or stealth materials, but also because of the integrated systems, AI capabilities, and modular design that allow it to evolve over time. Because of the cost, the Air Force cannot build a large fleet of F-47s. Instead, it focuses on smaller numbers with a much larger strategic impact. A handful of these jets, working as the hub in a network of drones, sensors, and satellites, can outperform dozens of older fighters. Defense analysts emphasize that this is a deliberate strategy. Quality, coordination, and technology replace raw numbers. The trade-off has sparked discussion and controversy. Critics argue that relying on such an expensive aircraft in limited numbers is risky if something goes wrong. Supporters counter that in the modern age, mass-produced cheap jets cannot compete with the capabilities of a system like the F-47 network. According to U.S. Air Force planning documents, the benefits in survivability, lethality, and network coordination justify the investment. So, why not build more cheaper jets instead? The answer lies in modern air warfare itself. Survival, information, and adaptability now matter more than speed or numbers alone. How the F-47 changes the balance. The F-47 is not just another fighter jet. It represents a shift in how nations approach air warfare. According to U.S. defense analysts, each major power has developed its own philosophy for controlling the skies. The United States focuses on network dominance. The F-47 acts as the central node in a system that integrates drones, sensors, satellites, and other aircraft. Success depends less on individual performance and more on coordinated action, information flow, and rapid decision-making. This gives the U.S. the ability to see and respond to threats faster than any adversary can react. China, on the other hand, emphasizes scale and regional control. It produces larger numbers of stealth fighters and builds dense air defense networks to dominate specific areas. According to Defense News, the idea is not to outmatch the U.S. globally, but to secure regional superiority where it matters most, such as the South China Sea. Russia's approach relies on speed and interception. Its aircraft are designed to strike quickly, threatening support planes, command centers, and air bases. Russian philosophy favors aggressive response and rapid engagement over networked coordination. Together, these differences illustrate why the F-47 is a game changer. It is not simply about building the fastest or stealthiest jet. It is about creating a system that redefines how air power can be used strategically. This isn't about winning today's wars. Why the F-47 matters globally. The F-47 is not just a new fighter jet for the United States. According to defense analysts, it marks a fundamental shift in how air power is projected worldwide. For decades, nations measured strength by the number of aircraft or the raw capabilities of their jets. Today, that approach is no longer sufficient. The F-47 embodies a new principle. Dominance is about information, networks, and survivability, not just speed or firepower. Other nations are already responding. China is developing multiple next-generation stealth fighters and expanding its drone fleets. According to Defense News reports, Beijing's focus is on regional control and area denial, using quantity combined with advanced technology to challenge U.S. air superiority in strategic locations like the South China Sea. Russia, on the other hand, continues to focus on interceptor aircraft and high-speed strike systems, seeking to threaten support planes and disrupt the command structure of adversaries. The F-47 is significant because it forces competitors to rethink their own strategies. It is not just a tool for winning battles, it is a statement of intent. According to U.S. Air Force planners, the jet demonstrates that the U.S. is prepared to maintain air dominance even in a complex multi-domain battlefield, combining manned aircraft, autonomous systems, and global intelligence networks. This aircraft, in essence, is a strategic signal. Its presence communicates capability and deterrence without firing a single shot. For countries planning future conflicts, it changes calculations. Attempting to challenge air superiority now involves facing a networked, highly survivable, and adaptable system. Future threats and challenges. Even with all its advanced capabilities, the F-47 is not invincible. According to U.S. military assessments, potential adversaries are developing technologies designed specifically to counter aircraft like it. Stealth detection systems, advanced electronic warfare capabilities, and AI-enabled drones could potentially locate and challenge the F-47 in future combat scenarios. Hypersonic missiles are another emerging threat. These weapons can travel faster than traditional air defenses can respond, forcing planners to consider both offensive and defensive strategies simultaneously. Analysts suggest that in future conflicts, air superiority will not be decided by one type of aircraft alone, but by the ability to adapt to evolving threats and integrate multiple systems seamlessly. The F-47 is designed to evolve over time. Modular systems, software updates, and integration with drones and satellites ensure that it remains relevant even as threats change. According to Defense News, this approach reflects a broader trend in modern warfare. Weapons are no longer static, they are living systems that must continuously adapt to survive and dominate. By creating a platform like the F-47, the US is also sending a message to allies and adversaries alike. It demonstrates that air dominance in the 21st century is not about individual heroics or impressive dogfights, it is about control, foresight, and technological superiority. Countries that fail to invest in networks, AI integration, and system-wide coordination may find themselves at a disadvantage no matter how many aircraft they produce. In short, the F-47 is both a solution and a challenge. It solves the immediate problem of maintaining air superiority in a modern battlefield, and it challenges the rest of the world to rethink how they prepare for the next generation of conflict. According to U.S. Air Force strategy briefings, the era of large fleets of conventional jets dominating the skies is ending. The future belongs to systems that combine intelligence, speed of decision, survivability, and integration across multiple domains. This context is essential to understand why the F-47 exists, why it is so significant, and why it will continue to shape global air combat strategy for decades to come. What the F-47 really is. The F-47 is not just another fighter jet. According to U.S. defense analysts, it is a strategic signal, a message to the world that the United States is prepared to maintain air superiority in a rapidly changing battlefield. Its capabilities are designed to deter adversaries, making potential conflicts less likely because opponents know that engaging U.S. air power carries extreme risk. It is also a platform of deterrence. By combining stealth, AI coordination, drones, and long-range engagement capability, the F-47 serves as a central hub that can influence the outcome of any air conflict before a shot is even fired. According to military planners, its presence alone changes calculations on both sides. At the same time, the F-47 acts as a warning to adversaries. Air dominance can no longer be assumed, and any attempt to challenge it will encounter a networked, adaptable, and highly survivable system. The jet embodies a shift from traditional power projection to control through information and technology, giving it a psychological as well as physical impact on the battlefield. The gravity of this is clear. The F-47 is more than a weapon. It is a statement of intent, a guardian of dominance, and a symbol of the future of warfare. The F-47 isn't meant to be seen, it's meant to be felt. In modern warfare, where detection, decision-making speed, and coordination determine survival, the most powerful weapon is control. It represents the future of air combat. Fewer pilots, smarter networks, AI assistance, and strategic dominance that extends beyond the sky. It shows how wars will be fought in the coming decades, quietly, intelligently, and with unprecedented precision. And as the F-47 leads this transition, it reminds us that victory no longer belongs to the fastest jet, the sharpest pilot, or the largest fleet. Victory belongs to those who control the battlefield before it is even fully visible. Subscribe for more deep dives into the future of warfare and how technology is reshaping the way the world fights.